Hello children, hope you all are fine and doing the work regularly. So today we are going to read chapter 17, that is the participle. Participles are the non-finite verb, and you know about non-finite verb that it is not limited by the number and the person of any noun or pronoun. And non-finites are of three types: infinitive, participle and gerund. In the last class, you have already learnt about infinitive, that is in 2 plus verb form, and it acts as noun, adjective and adverb. So today we are going to read about participle. The word which is partly a verb and partly an adjective in its use is called a participle. We have three types of participle, that is present participle, past participle and perfect participle. At first we will read about present participle. It takes the form of verb plus ing and it functions as an adjective. Let us take one example. Seeing the police, the thief ran away. See the word here seeing, it is formed from the word see, which is a verb. Here the word seeing and thief have a connection. Seeing says something about the thief, which is a noun. So here seeing is acting as an adjective because it is qualifying the noun thief. So seeing here is a present participle. Now let us learn the uses of present participle. At first it is used as an adjective placed before the noun it qualifies. See the example, the rising sun is beautiful to see. Here the word rising, present participle, it is qualifying the noun sun, so it is used as an adjective here. Next, it is used as an object complement placed after the object. See the example, he kept me waiting. Here the present participle waiting is used as an object complement placed after the object me. Next, we use present participle as a subject complement placed after verbs like be, seem, appear, etc. See the example, the boy seems smiling. Here the present participle smiling is used as subject complement of the subject the boy. Next, we use present participle as an adjective phrase generally put after the noun it qualifies. See the sentence, the book lying on the table is mine. See here the present participle lying is used as an adjective phrase lying on the table, and it is placed after the noun book. Next, we use present participle to express an earlier action or one of the action of the same subject. Like, seeing the lion, the man ran. Here, seeing the present participle, it is used to express an earlier action of the subject the man. So, in this way, we use present participle. I hope you have understood about present participle and its uses. Now we will see past participle. It is the third form of the verb and it acts as an adjective. Let us take one example. We saw the trees laden with fruits. Here laden is the third form of verb and it works like an adjective. So it is the past participle. Now let us learn the uses of past participle. At first, it is used as an adjective placed before the noun it qualifies. See the example, he was wearing a torn shirt. Here the word torn is qualifying the noun shirt and it is in the third form of the verb. It is the past participle used as an adjective. Next, we use past participle as an object complement placed after the object. Like, I found him tired. Here the past participle tired, it is used as an object complement of the object him. Next we use past participle as a subject complement placed after verbs like be, seem and appear. See the sentence, the man seems worried. Here the past participle, that is worried, it is used as a subject complement of the subject the man. Next we use past participle as an adjective phrase generally put after the noun it qualifies. Let us see the example. Money collected easily has no worth. Here the past participle collected is used as an adjective phrase. Collected easily is placed after the noun. So we can use past participle as an adjective phrase. Next, we use past participle to express an earlier action of the same subject. See the example, beaten by the enemy, the soldiers fled. Here we have used past participle beaten to express the earlier action of the soldiers fled. So it can be used to express an earlier action of the same subject. So I hope you have got the clear idea about past participle and its uses. Next we will see perfect participle. Perfect participle is used to show completed action. They can be in their active form or in the passive form. Active form is created by using having plus V3, means third form of the verb. And passive form is created by using having been plus V3, third form of the verb. Let us read one sentence. Having found the correct answer, the boy was overwhelmed with joy. So as we have learned that perfect participle denotes the completed action. So here, having found the correct answer, it shows the completed action. So it is showing that after finding the correct answer, the boy was overwhelmed with joy. It is showing the next action. And having found is in the form of having plus V3, that is in the active form. So in this way we use perfect participle in the active form. Let us take one more example. Having been praised by the king, the artist became famous in his country. Here also see, having been praised by the king, it is showing the completed action before the starting of the second action, that is, the artist became famous in his country. See here, having been praised, it is in the form of having been plus V3. So it is in the passive form. So in this way we use perfect participle in the passive form. So children, I hope you have got clear idea about participle, that is the word which is partly a verb and partly an adjective, and also about the types of participle, that is present participle, past participle and perfect participle. So once again you go through the chapter, see all the examples. Thank you children, have a nice day.